Hello, this is Abhijit Mukherjee. Today I am going to teach you Class 8 Science, Chapter 4, Part 2, Metals and Non-Metals Reactions. We have already done the Part 1 of Introduction of Metals and Non-Metals. Now we are going to see the chemical properties of metals and non-metals, based on which it can be divided with reactions with oxygen, reactions with water, reactions with acids, reactions with bases, and displacement reactions. These are the 5 different types of chemical properties. Now, first of all, we are going to see the reactions of metals with oxygen. Most metals combine with oxygen to form metallic oxides. That means the formula would be metal plus oxygen, arrow, metal oxide. Sodium reacts vigorously with oxygen present in air to form sodium oxide. As a result, sodium catches fire if it is left open. Therefore, it should be kept always immersed in kerosene. The sodium reaction will be 4Na plus O2 giving 2Na2O. So, the balancing of this reaction is where Na is given 4 in the front and Na2O is given 2 in the front. Magnesium on heating burns in oxygen or air with a dazzling white flame to form the magnesium oxide, and for magnesium it will be 2Mg plus O2 giving 2MgO, and for magnesium it is 2 in the front and magnesium oxide is 2 in the front of AmGO. Metallic oxides formed are all basic in nature and they will turn red litmus solution blue. This is a characteristics of metallic oxides. Now we are going to see the reactions of non-metals with oxygen. Non-metals such as carbon, sulfur and phosphorus react with oxygen to form non-metallic oxides. These oxides are called acidic oxides as they form acids when dissolved in water. They will turn blue litmus to red. So this is the characteristics of non-metallic oxides, and thus you can differentiate between a non-metallic oxide, let's say metallic oxide. So this is how you distinguish based on chemical property the metals and the non-metals with its oxides. Now we are going to see the formula non-metal plus oxygen will arrow give non-metallic oxide. For example, carbon burns in air or oxygen to form carbon dioxide. The equation is C for carbon plus O2 for oxygen, arrow CO2, carbon dioxide. This is a balanced equation. Sulfur burns in air or oxygen to form a pungent suffocating gas called sulfur dioxide. The equation is S for sulfur plus O2 for oxygen, arrow SO2, that is sulfur dioxide. This equation is also balanced. These oxides dissolve in water to form acids. So non-metallic oxides will always form acids in solutions. They turn blue litmus solution red. So carbon dioxide plus water, that is CO2 plus H2O, will give an acid called carbonic acid, which is H2CO3, which will turn blue litmus to red. Similarly, sulfur dioxide produced on burning with sulfur and oxygen will react with water to form the acid sulfurous acid. So SO2 plus H2O gives H2SO3. This is sulfurous acid. This will also turn blue litmus to red. So this is how we differentiate between metallic oxides and non-metallic oxides. Now we are going to do an activity with the aim to synthesize a non-metallic oxide and to test its solution using a blue litmus solution or a paper. The materials required would be sulfur, the non-metal, a long handled spoon or a defragmenting spoon, which is it called, a burner, water, gas jar, lead, and blue litmus paper. The first step of the method would be to take a small amount of the sulfur in the long handled spoon or defragmenting spoon and heat it over the flame of a burner. In the second step, when the sulfur starts burning or catching fire, we are going to lower the spoon with the sulfur burning into the gas jar. Immediately cover the jar partly with the lid while the sulfur is still burning. Don't cover it fully, just allow it some air to pass into. And the third step will be to jar will be filled with sulfur dioxide gas when we'll remove the spoon and cover the gas jar with a lid. Finally, we will add about 20 ml water to the gas jar and shake it and then test this solution with a blue litmus paper. The observations would be that the blue litmus paper will turn red in color, indicating that the solution has become acidic. The conclusion is the water will dissolve the gas, which is sulfur dioxide in this case, to form an acid, which is sulfurous acid, which turns the blue litmus red. We have to have a teacher's guidance in this particular reaction because it involves some poisonous gas and some fire involved. The next set of reactions with water, we are going to see metals reacting with it. Most metals are reactive with water to produce a metal hydroxide or a metal oxide and hydrogen gas. So the formula would be metal plus water arrow metal hydroxide plus hydrogen gas, or it could be metal plus water arrow metal oxide plus hydrogen gas. For example, sodium reacts violently with cold water to form sodium hydroxide along with the hydrogen gas. A large amount of heat is evolved in this reaction, which results in hydrogen catching fire. So equation will be 2Na plus 2H2O, that is sodium plus water, arrow 2NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas, that's H2. So this equation is balanced. Metals such as copper, silver, gold actually do not react with water under any conditions. So please remember this. Next, we are going to see how nonmetals react with water. In fact, nonmetals do not react with water at all. Corrosion. Iron and many other metals react with oxygen and moisture present in the atmosphere. This phenomena is called corrosion. This is a natural phenomena and the process of slow wearing away of a metal due to the attack of atmospheric gases and moisture on its surface. Iron reacts with oxygen and moisture present in the atmosphere to form a brown flaky substance called rust. Rusting of iron is an undesirable reaction because the layer of rust formed falls off, exposing the metal to further rusting. As a result, the iron objects become weak with the passage of time. Let us understand a fact file. The iron pillar near Qutub Minar in Delhi, Mehrauli is considered a metallurgical wonder by archaeologists and metallurgists all over the world. It had withstood the corrosion for over 1600 years despite the harsh weather conditions. Copper objects even get coated with green substance called basic copper carbonate with the passage of time. This green substance is formed due to the reaction of copper with carbon dioxide and moisture present in the atmosphere. As you can see in the pictures, the reaction of iron with oxygen and moisture produces the brown rust, and the reaction of copper with carbon dioxide and moisture produces the green copper carbonate. And the reaction of silver with hydrogen sulfide produces black silver sulfide. The fact file. The Statue of Unity is the world's tallest statue with a height of 182 meters. It is located in the state of Gujarat on a river island facing the Sardar Sarovar Dam of Narmada River. It is made of cement concrete, 18,500 tons of reinforced steel, 6,500 tons of structural steel, and 1,700 tons of bronze, 1,850 tons of bronze cladding. Silver objects become blackened and lose their sheen with the passage of time. This happens due to the reaction of silver with hydrogen sulfide gas present in the atmosphere. Reaction with acids. Metals. When a metal reacts with an acid, a salt and a hydrogen gas is produced. So the formula is metal plus acid giving salt plus hydrogen gas. Salts are compounds formed when a metal replaces hydrogen in an acid. Different acids and metals react to form different salts. For example, zinc reacts with sulfuric acid to form zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas. Zn, which is zinc, plus H2SO4, which is sulfuric acid, arrow zinc sulfate, that is ZnSO4, plus H2, that is H2 gas. This is balanced chemical equation. Another equation is magnesium reacts with sulfuric acid to form magnesium sulfate and hydrogen gas. For example, Mg, that is magnesium, plus H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid, arrow MgSO4, that is magnesium sulfate, plus H2, that is hydrogen gas. Aluminum reacts with hydrochloric acid to form aluminum chloride and hydrogen gas. The formula is 2Al, that is aluminum, plus 6HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, arrow 2AlCl3, that is aluminum chloride, plus 3H2, that is hydrogen gas. With some metals, the reaction is very fast and vigorous, while with others it may be slow. Some metals do not react with acids at all. Non-metals generally do not react with acids. Let us do an activity with the aim to show that hydrogen is produced when magnesium reacts with dilute sulfuric acid. The materials required would be magnesium ribbon, dilute sulfuric acid, test tube dropper, and a matchstick. Method would be: first step in taking a piece of magnesium ribbon in a test tube. Second step would be using a dropper, carefully add a few drops of dilute sulfuric acid from the sides of the test tube into the magnesium river. And the third step, the observations we will find will bringing a burning mastic near the mouth of the test tube will produce a pop sound. The conclusion is the pop sound produced is because of the reaction of the hydrogen gas which is produced in this reaction. You must be supervised under the teachers. So that is enough for today's lesson. We will continue this in the next class. Thank you very much. Revise this portion very nicely and learn the equations by heart. Bye. Take care.